By now, it's no secret that The Glory got renewed for a second season. The second part of this gripping drama will premiere on Netflix and TVN on the 10th of March later this year. Fans are glad they won't have to wait for a long time for the second part of this traumatizing yet exciting series. This drama also proves the writing versatility of writer Kim Eun-suk, who also wrote the global hit, Descendants of the Sun. She sure knows how to tell a story, and thanks to her, fans won't have to wait long. Working with director Dong-Eun, they had to make the drama into 2 parts to achieve their goal for the story. Part 1 tells the story of Dong-Eun's trauma at the hands of her high school bullies. Part 2 is set to be her last sword dance with her bullies as she exacts revenge on them. When asked about the second part of The Glory, director Dong-Eun said, Dong-Eun and Yeon-jin's fight will officially begin, and the story of the perpetrators getting punished will be told dynamically in a way that will have your eyes glued to the screen. All the loose ends will be tied up. This raised lots of excitement among fans and curiosity about what will happen in Part 2, as we've heard several speculations. And among the many things we love are the first still cuts and the special official trailer for Part 2 released by TVN and Netflix. I'll talk about all these and more. For all things K-pop, subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell to be among the first to see our content. Here are things to look out for in Part 2 of The Glory when it comes to each character according to the still cuts and special trailer. Dong-Eun. Part 1 ended with Dong-Eun on the cusp of her revenge. In the special trailer, we can see Dong-Eun penning a vengeful final letter to Yeon-jin. Part 2 will be her last sword dance with her bullies. She plans to go all out in her revenge despite the consequences, as we can see on her poster released by the drama crew. On the poster, Dong-Eun was quoted saying, "For your eventual destruction, for my eventual corruption." This implies that she's ready to ruin her life for her revenge. But we don't know how far she plans to go. However, from the trailer, we can see that it won't be all bed of roses. Remember the popular saying, revenge is a double-edged sword. In the special trailer, we can see Dong-Eun and her allies suffering from unknown causes. She can be seen emotionally yelling to an unseen person, "Stop laughing like that." This means that she will have her share of pain in the upcoming season. As Yeon-jin is not an easy enemy to eliminate. If you recall, at the end of Part 1, Yeon-jin can be seen wishing she had killed Dong-Eun instead of bullying her in high school when she saw her wall of plans. Also in the stills, Dong-Eun can be seen with tears in her eyes, Yeo-jong looking at her with an intense expression, and Yeon-jin making a serious phone call. This could mean that she'll also have some falling out with Yeo-jong, who had promised to be her executioner in the upcoming season. Most fans wonder if Dong-Eun is capable of murder. Most believe that she won't necessarily commit murder but will orchestrate their death. At the end of the trailer, we can hear Dong-Eun narrating, "Dear Yeon-jin, whom I've wanted to kill, this is my last letter to you," as she burns what seems like the evidence of her revenge. This would mean that she won't kill Yeon-jin in Part 2, because she had wanted, but will surely make her pay for her sins. Maybe by exposing her secret of killing Yoon So-hee, and taking everything dear to her like her husband, daughter, and her career. Jong Mi-hee. In the trailer, we can see a frantically laughing orange-haired woman who appears to be Dong-Eun's mother. If you recall, her mother made her life more complicated when she took the money instead of standing up for her. She also has a photo of her mother on her wall of revenge. This makes many fans wonder if she plans on targeting her mother too. The teaser shows her mother at what appears to be Semyong Elementary School where Dong-Eun is working, and raises curiosity about how she will get involved in her meticulously plotted revenge. If you remember, in Part 1, the goons that work illegally for Yeon-jin's mother can be seen watching Dong-Eun's mother. Maybe they will pay her as they did before to complicate Dong-Eun's life again. Maybe this time, Yeonjin will pay her to cause a commotion in Semyang Elementary School where Dong-Eun works, so she can be fired by the school. As we know, she's not comfortable having her as Yi-sol's teacher. Lee sorry, she is expected to go head-to-head against Dong-Eun as she blindsided her by threatening her with what she did with all the drugs. In the trailer, she can be seen desperately pressing passwords while on the phone and screaming her head off while being held down on the floor. Since her hair is bleached to the lightest possible blonde in the teaser, viewers speculate that she did it on purpose to evade any drug test and that she is getting arrested for that. No amount of begging for mercy will spare her from Dong-Eun's wrath. Yeonjin's mother. In the trailer, Yeonjin's mother, who created the monster that is Yeonjin, who showed blind faith in shamanism, is seen opening a safe plastered with amulets. Her screaming in rage hints at her being subjected to Dong-Eun's revenge. Plus, a bundle of cash in the bag further adds curiosity about what will happen in the second part. Hae-jong, she's likely the one who will bear the least of Dong-Eun's wrath, as she's willing to work with her to ensure she doesn't lose her fiancé. But this doesn't mean that she will be cleared of all wrong or not suffer some form of repercussions. In the trailer, she can be seen laughing almost hysterically at something on her tablet PC. If you recall, she would have taken Dong-Eun's place in high school. This makes many viewers believe that she secretly wants her friend's downfall as they treat her like a nobody, and will enjoy helping Dong-Eun bring them down. Hae-nam, in the trailer, Hae-nam can be seen behind bars with a swollen face. But interestingly, she can be seen smiling at someone on the other side of the bar. This could mean that she finally got her revenge on her abusive husband. If you recall, in the previous season, Dong-Eun had told her to send her daughter Lee CNA abroad to study, telling her that she had lied about them being together after she carried out revenge on her abusive husband. This could be the reason she's behind bars in the trailer. Maybe they had orchestrated a plan when she kills her husband as he beats her up like he used to. Jae-joon, in the still cuts for the next part, Jae-joon can be seen covered in blood in front of the police station. Interestingly, he was shown less in the trailer. He can be seen holding a female's hand in the trailer. The woman could either be Dong-Eun or Hae-jong as they both spot short hair like the woman in the trailer. This could mean that Dong-Eun would use him to take Yi-sol from Yeonjin. Or she could use the promise of helping him get Yi-sol to cause a rift between him, Yeonjin, and Do-young. This could lead to his death or Do-young's death, as we can see a man wearing a coat fall from a great height to his death in the trailer. Just as she had used Myung-oh. Do-young, at the end of the last part, Do-young found out about his wife's past with Dong-Eun. The show left fans on a cliffhanger as to which side he would take in the upcoming part 2. In the trailer, he can be seen happily lifting Yi-sol in the air. It's either he's still unaware of her parentage, or he will choose to stick by his family. He can also be seen disturbed by something he witnesses on his screen, which might have caused a rift between him and Yeonjin, as he can be seen angrily yelling at her as he finally loses his cool. This rouses the viewer's curiosity as to what he had seen and if he was the one that fell from the building in the trailer. Yeo-jong, by the end of the last part, Yeo-jong had fully capitulated to Dong-Eun's side, promising to be her executioner. In the still cuts, he can be seen looking at Dong-Eun with an intense expression as Dong-Eun has tears in her eyes. In the trailer, we can also see him crying uncontrollably in his car. Maybe his relationship with Dong-Eun will not be spared in the wreckage that will be caused by Dong-Eun's revenge. Maybe Dong-Eun will try to save him by breaking up their relationship. In the trailer, he can also be seen being held back by some group of men in what looks like a courtroom. Maybe this will have something to do with his father's killer or his loved one. But he will play a huge part in Dong-Eun's takedown of Yeonjin. Yeonjin can be seen receiving a touch-up at his plastic surgery clinic as he stares deeply into her eyes. But this makes fans wonder what could have brought her to his clinic. Yeonjin, as we know, Yeonjin has no plans of apologizing to Dong-Eun. At the end of the last part, she wished she had killed Dong-Eun instead of just bullying her. So she's likely to try to eliminate her instead of making amends. In the trailer, she can be seen secretly meeting someone as she knocks on the person's car window. She's likely to be behind the wave of crashes and accidents we can see toward the end of the trailer. She could also be the source of Dong-Eun, Yeo-young, and Hyunam's suffering. But she won't be spared from Dong-Eun's wrath. She can be seen running into a burning house that looks like her home with Do-young as cops stand around. She can also be seen laughing hysterically. Dong-Eun's plan for Yeonjin is to take everything dear to her with no one felt by her side. From the trailer, we can see it's going to be a bloody sword dance. Part 2 promises plenty of excitement, intensity, and satisfying moments, with all loose ends tied up. Do you think Dong-Eun will find happiness after her revenge? Let's know your thoughts in the comment down below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.